Peace, peace, peace. Black power, black power. I'm back, y'all. This is Underground Warrior TV. Please mash up the likes, share this video, subscribe to this channel. If this is your first time coming into my channel, make sure you subscribe and push that notification button at the bottom so you always be in the crosshairs when I drop one of these videos. Fam, it's important to seek knowledge wherever it's being transmitted or wherever a book or wherever there's some knowledge that you can obtain. Go ahead and get it. There's nothing wrong with that particular knowledge. You see what I'm saying? But it's always a flip side to what particular knowledge you obtain. It's always a flip side, like it's two sides to the coin. When you're dealing with the mainstream media, it's controlled by the government. If the government got an enemy, the government is not going to tell you the full story. It's always going to tell a story to benefit the ruling class. The ruling class are the people who own the media. Anytime the media wants to demonize an individual, it just keep that individual in the news, and it embellishing stories with lies and technology. This is the European mindset. A lot of black people don't know this. The European is the best of liar. Where I'm going with this, okay, the most polarizing figure in history that I see when I go back is Amin of Uganda, the African president of Uganda, who seized power in 1971. And when he took power, Great Britain and all European people of the world support his action. Why? Because he was a military soldier and general in the British army to attack the Kenyans uprisings, the Mau Mau uprising. Then he became a soldier for Uganda under the president that he overthrew. It's Milton Obote. I can't pronounce that name. That's Obit. Okay, it's Milton Obet. He overthrew Milton Obet in 1971. And he was close to the prime minister of Uganda. He was serving as a general in the president's army. But when the president went out of town, I think he went to Saudi Arabia or something like that. I'm not for sure. But when he went out of town, he tried to come back. Idi Amin, the general, had took over. And when he took over, Great Britain and all those Western people, they supported the takeover. They didn't help in the takeover. They just supported the actions. No one from the international community said anything. So he ran Uganda with an iron fist. I think the stories are a little bit lies because what happened, he flipped on the ruling class. He flipped on Great Britain, the monarchy. You feel what I'm saying? Queen Elizabeth and them. He flipped on them. You know, when Uganda got its independence in 1962, you got to understand this. When Africans got their independence, they left these niggas in charge. When I say they, these are the Western powers like Great Britain. They'll leave a nigga in charge to be the overseer and still fuck the Africans around. Well, Idi Amin didn't fuck the Africans around. So he became hated. See, I had to go back down the whole foxhole to look at this. Because when I was a little boy, they fed us bullshit. They said that Idi Amin was eating people. And in the movie, they had skulls of heads in the fucking refrigerator. Like this brother was eating humans. The King of Scotland, the movie came out. Y'all know that Idi Amin's family they filed a lawsuit against Hollywood for the movie The King of Scotland because they told lies in the movie. It's like Shaka Zulu movie. White folks wrote the movie to Shaka Zulu, just like Woman King. That shit is bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? The Woman King, the people that they call the Woman King, the OG women, were going into neighboring African lands for the British because they lived on the coast. They was in the slave trade. They made money in the slave trade. They weren't no liberators. So niggas quit believing Hollywood. Hollywood here just to deceive the black people. They gonna never give you a real story. They talk about based on a true story. How's it based on a true story? You add and subtract and you embellishing shit. You taught us for years that Idi Amin ate people. That's bullshit. But anything to discredit anybody so you could go in and try to set up ways to kill this particular person so you make up things. The white Caucasian mind is raw at telling motherfucking lies. He the best at it. Got these niggas deceived right now. Got these niggas bound down to a white Jesus who don't even exist. How the fuck another white man gonna come at the end of the world and save you from another white man? That don't work like that. White people work together in unison. We don't work together. Idi Amin. He ruled from 1971 to 1979. He tried to attack his neighbor, Tanzania. Tried to attack them. That's how he went out of power. Went into exile and died in Saudi Arabia about in 2003. You know, Idi Amin's sons is telling us a whole different story. Let's get the story from the Ugandans. What really happened. Because according to the Western Europeans, they said that this brother killed 500,000 people. Come on, man. When you're dealing with the white man, when he tell a story about the black man, he go embellishing the whole story. You know, Deshaun Watson, you know, he had about 70, 80 women, you know, give him massages. You know, they blow the whole thing up out of proportion when they tell them lies on the motherfucking black people. And what's so fucked up is black people believe this is what they said on the news, nigga. But black people have veins popping out their neck, believing the white man. This is what they said about R. Kelly, nigga. That's what they said on the news, nigga. White folks gonna say anything on the news. Remember before they report shit on the news, they said allow black men to get black men lynched. Said black men raped some white bitch. And ain't did none of that shit. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, I think we need to go back and study Idi Amin from a different perspective, because you got to know the Western world was really mad at Idi Amin because he expelled about 50,000 Asian people up out of Africa. He wanted them out of Africa because they was over there working for the opposition. They was working for the British. The British left the Asians, Indians in charge of niggas. They had 90% of the wealth. So Idi Amin was right to kick the Asians out. That was right. It was undermining the development of the economy from Africans. This is an African land. And the only reason why the Indians and these Asian people, foreign people was there because the Great Britain brung them there to be spies to take over Africa. Get the fuck out of here. I agree with Idi Amin on that. And what I read and I've been studying, Idi Amin was a Pan-African. He was a nationalist. He wanted the Africans to benefit from what he say out of his mouth. So this could be a fucking lie, what they're telling us about Idi Amin. You read any Western paper from back in the 70s, they gonna say he was a butcher, he was a cannibal, he ate people. And which his families did not. Which soldiers and people from his cabinet said they never seen Idi Amin eat no motherfucking people. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying motherfuckers don't eat flesh. You got motherfuckers who kill babies in this country. Hollywood motherfuckers. Adrenaline. Motherfuckers blood. Drink blood, nigga. Hollywood motherfuckers drink blood of babies, nigga. So I'm not putting past nobody what they do on the satanic side these days. Blacks, whites, Puerto Ricans, any color can practice this satanic shit of eating flesh. Any color. I done see all nationalities of motherfuckers eat flesh, but Idi Amin didn't eat no people. And he ain't killed no half. They said this nigga killed 500,000 black people or 500,000 people, man. Get out of here, man. They didn't like Idi Amin because he was boastful. He's a black man with pride, and he always down Great Britain. He always take a shot at Great Britain. He even flirted with the Queen, playing with her. He didn't with no boundaries. Nobody flirts with the Queen. He did. He did. He did it on purpose because it's war strategy. He did shit no other nigga ever did. Great Britain cut ties with Uganda because they always was the overseers of Uganda. Even when Uganda had its motherfucker so-called independence, they left the Asians there to be the motherfucker overseers. So I think we need to revisit and sit down and really think when you talk about Idi Amin. Because I remember when I was a little kid, how they used to say Idi Amin ate people. I used to believe that. You say Idi Amin in the hood, we all just get scared as little kids. But I studied Idi Amin. He was a nationalist, a black nationalist. Talked that boastful. He told he's some king of the world. White folks don't like no boastful, proud black person. That's an uppity nigga to them. But to you, black person, an uppity nigga may be a nigga sitting up amongst the ruling class, acting like they white, wearing their pants all tight. You see, they got these niggas wearing their pants all tight, like they white. These niggas got their pants tight as the fuck. Masculine black men, we don't do all that. We don't do all that. You feel what I'm saying? So listen, man, I'm going to hit y'all with a couple videos on the statesman, Pan-African. As I study Idi Amin, I see him in a different light because I always thought he was a tyrant. He maybe did some things in his cabinet. What cabinet probably didn't do things best of their ability for the people? But he stood on principle. Do I forgive him for helping Great Britain crush his own people in Kenya? Because when you're a Pan-African, everybody is brothers and sisters. No matter what parts of Africa you live in, we all are united. Don't let this Caucasian dingbat separate us. You feel me? So in his early years as a young soldier in the 40s, you know, in the service, he probably didn't have the knowledge of who he was at that time. Some of us coming to the light, supposed to be dumb. So what he did for Great Britain back in the day, he woke up. Some of you just ain't gonna come into this world woke. When I mean woke up, seeing these enemies in the world for what it is, and see that these are our common enemies to our death. White people would never be friends with black people and give us our due. If we gonna get freedom, we gonna have to take it. Idi Amin displayed, that dictatorship that can bring the ruling class to a naught if every black man was masculine and stood up to white supremacy like Idi Amin did. That's why they write in history that Idi Amin was a tyrant. Did he kill 500,000 people? If he killed 500,000 people, he should be in the book of war. He killed 500,000 people. He should be in the Guinness Book of World Records for one of the crazy massacres of all time. Come on, man. This is what white people write. England, all of them. Look, it got so bad that the England, Great Britain came to Uganda to sit down with Idi Amin. They ate big dinners. Look, please, Idi Amin, let the Asians here stay. They've been here for 3 generations, way before you was in power. While I'm in power, they got to go. They tried to get Idi Amin to change his mind. He said there would be no negotiations. Eat your food. Have a nice time in Africa, but I'm not changing my mind. He put 50,000 Asians up out of there. Did Idi Amin see something that black people in Africa didn't see today? And they got Asians everywhere in Africa. Did Idi Amin see something? Because the Asians in Uganda were spies for Great Britain. They even had a plantation there where they had blacks working in the garden. Slave labor. They weren't paying them top dollar. And they owned 90% of the wealth. Get the fuck out of Africa. This is black land. You feel what I'm saying? So I support Idi Amin. But if he killed people unjustly, no. I don't know why he tried to attack his brother next door, Julius Nyerere. Tanzanian. Them your brothers. If you're a Pan-African, attack your brother, y'all unite. That might have been his downfall. You know what I'm saying? That might have been Idi Amin's downfall because the whites didn't do nothing. He stood up to Great Britain. He stood up to the Dutch. Kudos to Idi Amin, and may Idi Amin rest in peace. I'm going to leave y'all with a little video. Tell me what y'all think below. This that Black Power Hour. Comes shocking and amazing. I'm up out of here, y'all. Peace and love. Black power to the people.
I have only come here for 5 minutes. I have come as a president of the Republic of Uganda, and also I am speaking as a great man who is the conqueror of the British Empire. I wanted to confirm to you, I have liberated my country economically, and I am economically strong, and that is why I said I uprooted the British imperialism from Uganda, and Uganda is now pure Africa. We, Africa, we have been weak because we allow ourselves, our brothers, to go and invite some country. But if the whole country in the continent of Africa can show an excellent example, like our beloved leader, His Majesty the King Hassan of Morocco, assisting President Mobutu when he is invaded. This is some point which Africa can prevent to bring in the other troops from outside. But some other country have been forced to get European forces into Africa because they tried to ask some African countries they don't want. Some African countries were the ones who are confusing ourselves because we train guerrillas against our country. We force government to be in that. We wanted that particular liberation leader to be the president of that particular country, and that have complicated everything in Africa.
Actually, I took this decision for the economy of Uganda, and I must make sure that every Ugandans get a fruit of independence. Since independent, actually Uganda is not yet independent, I will say that, even when the British handed over on the 9th of October 1962, the Uganda still not yet independent. Uganda will be independent after this, my decision. After, I want to see that the whole Kampala street is not full of Indians. It must be proper black, and administration in those shops is run by the Ugandans.
Would you like to get all Asians out, really?
Yes, they must go to their country.
Even nationals of Uganda?
If they want to go, they are welcome to go.
What will happen to these people if they don't go by the time they're...
I think they will be sitting like they are sitting on the fire. I will tell you this. You just wait after 3 months.
What will you do to them?
Okay, you will see.
You said you wanted Uganda.
I think they will not sit comfortable here in Uganda. I will tell you this. I must actually tell you the truth.
Have you asked the British to take them away?
Sure that you are building transit camps for them if they are not doing?
I am not responsible for building them transit camp.
Have you asked the British to take them away?
Yes, it is the British High Commissioner is here, his responsibility.
Yes.
I have told him.
You've said you wanted to teach Britain a lesson, President. Why is that?
And that is now lesson I am teaching the British. I am teaching now the lesson because I am correcting them from the mistake they had made. If they had think before earlier that there is the African here who can even work and building the railway with the instruction given to them by the British, this problem will not happen.
Isn't this going to end your friendship with Britain?
I don't mind ending. What are you giving me? What is more you are giving me? British actually deceived me last year, giving me 10 million pounds. They never give up to now. When I had a really very critical problem of finance, up to now. Now I don't want that money again. And now they have given, I think every year, 4.5 million every year. But this, even if they withdrawn or they take it away, it will not marking time Uganda even 1 minute. I must make this clear. But the British are my best friends. I wish
I understood that, actually. Thank you.
Been made about the export of